Spotterstown Live, starring BSR Pockets, BSR Hot Rod, BSR Momo, BSR Jova, BSR Scar, BSR SR5, featuring Bubba J, Vince Conway, Trish Yeager, Bandit, Gear, Eddie D, Palmion, Eli, musical guest, BSR Mayhem, and your host, BSR Texan. Ladies and gentlemen, BSR Texan.
Yeah, how about that entry? You can't beat that. Once again, BSR Mayhem going above and beyond with the Saturday Night Live spiff there, giving us a great intro to the spotter stand. I think he got covered just about everybody there. That was a great job. I love that thing. I'm so glad he did that for us, along with some of the great music he's given us to use on our streams and here on the spotter stand. Great job, Mayhem. We really appreciate that, man. And thank you. Thank you very much. So how's everybody doing this week?
Great. I wish we could have heard it.
You couldn't hear it?
I didn't think about trying to listen to it because I usually have that side muted so I don't double play, but I forgot that I could listen to it before we started talking, so I missed it. I will go back and miss it.
Oh, look at Momo.
Well,
look
go
at
back and
Momo.
watch it.
What's Momo typing up there? Momo, you know you like that, Momo. You know you liked it.
He had to have liked it.
Of course he did. I don't care what he says. I liked it.
That's Momo just being Momo right there. So
Momo, we got some Saturday night news. You'll be glad to hear when we get there. I probably just gave it away. You already know what it is, but man, he could not be any closer on Saturday night. So when we get to Saturday night, we got a little story to tell there. But we're going to start out with Wednesday night. Wednesday night in the Dirt Series truck was off again this last week, so we ran the dirt at Fulton. And the winner this week at Fulton was Eli 114. That Lakehead clutch and brake. Is that what that is? Clutch and brake?
Yep, that's what that is.
Another great win for Eli in the dirt. As we all know, Eli, great dirt racer. We know you look forward to Wednesday nights when we're in the dirt. And you did a great job at Fulton pulling off the victory there. Holding on to that lead in the points, man. Great job.
That was a tough one again. You know, it came down to whose brake got the best brake at the end of that one.
I see, what is that, Todd Kirkwood, what is this, game show night? Yeah, that's funny. Basically, yeah, this is, maybe we could turn this into a game show. Give away some prizes and have some contests.
right. Well, I like that. You know, I like that idea.
Yeah, maybe we can think of something. We'll think of something to go along with it. It's a, I guess we can't really call it a comedy show. You might be a little comedy here and there, but we have more comedy during the races, I think, on TeamSpeak. So let's take a look at our results from Wednesday night's dirt race at Fulton.
Yes, Eli with the win. Gear second, Pockets third, Bubba J fourth, and Chris Chaos rounds out the top five.
Eli also with the most laps led there, I see, 47 laps. Hot Rod, you led 23, and Is that Randy C? I see there. Randy C led 18 laps in that dirt race. Man, great job, Randy.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job. I had not an easy time getting by him.
And I see Rugrat, not too bad of a job there. Finished ahead of 4 different drivers. Finished in the top 10, 9th place. Great job, Rugrat.
Thank you, thank you.
So it looks like Pockets might have gained a few points on you here, but I lost a few points to you. So speaking of points, let's go and take a look at how the points stand here after Fulton. Currently, Eli has gained a few more points. I believe Eli had about an 8-point lead going into this race, and now he has a 13-point lead over Hot Rod. Rugrat in 3rd place, down by 57. Pockets in 4th, down by 74, and myself in 5th, down by 76. So it looks like top 2 have pretty much pulled away from the rest of the pack. Eli and the Foot Doctor there, BSR Hot Rod, both excellent dirt racers. Hot Rod had a little bit of a rough go, it looked like, in this last race. Finished outside of the top 5, lost a few points to Eli. Still pretty close there in 2nd place, though. How many races do we have left in this? In this
4, I think.
How many?
I think there's 4.
Think you're wrong. There's 5.
5 races, 13 points. That's doable.
That's nothing to make up. Hot Rod's good.
Not in the dirt, it ain't.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna happen.
It's difficult with no bonus points for leading a lap or leading the most laps. You got to get that extra point by winning the heat race, and Eli running as well as he does. It's tough. You'd have to average 3 points a race, 2 points in one race.
It's over. He got it sewed up. Ain't catching him.
So with Pocket 17 points down, it's hard for him to catch me in the next couple races.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got 5 races.
So that's
Yeah.
1 point a slot.
Yeah, it's only 1 point of position.
That should make it tough.
And that's it.
So you have to make up an average of somewhere between 3 and 4 points per race on Rugrat to be able to catch her. Almost 4 points a race.
Well, I can tell you this. She's already ahead of me, so the pressure is on her, not me. She's the one that's got to defend, not me.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
He's just playing head games. No, don't let.
Now we're getting to the point of whether it's what's better, to be the chaser or the chasee. I don't really. I could just give up right now and congratulate her, but she's got to keep me from passing her. You know what I'm saying? So
Your confidence got you to 3rd. It'll keep you there. It's just as well.
Yeah, I think
Well, you
that's
know,
a hold on that spot.
You just keep doing what you're doing, Rugrat. You'll be very fine.
Yeah, you know me, Pockets. I ain't gonna give up till the end. So
nope.
not
Nope.
even
You better
after
not.
the end. So my
need to
boss
look
hasn't
at that.
even scheduled me off on Wednesdays.
Oh, well, a little pressure on me then. So I guess we'll see here.
So she's going to be at the rest of these races.
Where you think I'm going to be? Oh, you're just pointing out the fact that she is not going to miss any of them. We hope.
Yes, that's what I'm pointing out. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
So next,
Better watch out, Trisha. Pockets will pay somebody to come turn the electric off or something stupid.
Thanks for that idea. I
Yeah,
hadn't considered that.
And hopefully got about 10 or 15 guys in there.
Pockets,
I do
I
know-
don't think he would make the trip to come do that.
No, but I do know a guy. I think he lives 30 minutes away. I might be able to.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but he likes me better than you, so he wouldn't do that to me.
I
That's
was just
true.
gonna
That
say,
is
I
true.
think she has him in her back pocket. So
Yeah,
you're in
that is
trouble
true.
there.
That is true.
so this coming up Wednesday, tomorrow night, the trucks are back on schedule. We will be at Las Vegas in the trucks tomorrow night, Thursday night, and Friday night. All 3 series are going to run at Las Vegas, and the chase is on all 3 series. Tomorrow night will be fourth, fifth race in the truck chase. Thursday night going to be the very first race of the Cup chase. All the bonus points have been lined up and are ready to go for that Thursday night chase to start. Tomorrow night, though, we will be in the truck.
Tomorrow night is the halfway point of the series.
So
Damn, I didn't know it was trucks tomorrow night. I didn't know we were back on it. That schedule's so crazy. I'm so lost on that deal. I didn't think I had to take
You get
the
a
car
rhythm
to.
going, and then they switch and switch and switch.
Actually, I'm wrong. Tomorrow night is race 6 of the chase.
We're already so we're already at the halfway point.
Halfway, yeah.
I see Captain Crunch out there. He is ready for tomorrow night. I guarantee you that. Tomorrow night he's leading that truck series, so he's going to be there to defend, try to win that championship. And I see him talking about the final 5150 race on Thursday night at Vegas. So that's going to be not only
that was great also. Yep.
not only the first race of the chase, but the final 5150 race. We'll see who's going to come home with that prize. Speaking of Thursday night, let's move over and take a look at Thursday night. The Cup Series ran at Indianapolis this week. This was a great race. I think we had, was it just 2 cautions on Thursday night? I believe it was only 2, or no, we went caution free, did we not? All the way to the end?
Yes, we did, because I was praying that the caution didn't come out. You'll find out why here in a minute. Sorry, didn't mean to give a spoiler there.
Yeah, Thursday night, caution free, green flag pit stops all the way to the end of the Cup race at Indianapolis, and it was BSR Pockets, that number 38 American Truck Syndicate machine that brought home the victory at Indy. 38 car in victory lane, kissing the bricks.
I beg to differ. It wasn't caution free.
It
We had
was
2 cautions.
It was 2. Okay, so I was right the first time. There were 2 cautions.
Yes. And one was early and one was late.
There was a
We
lot.
did
of
have a lot of
stops.
green flag stops.
Yes, we did. Yeah, I thought there were 2. That's right. Now I remember on Friday night, after we hit that second caution Friday, I remember saying we've reached the caution limit for Thursday night already. And yeah, Thursday night was a great race. Good, clean, long race. BSR Hot Rod and myself both had some trouble in the pits. I know I got a black flag for speeding. Were you black flagged as well, Hot Rod, or did you just have trouble?
No, I got a speed penalty. Yes.
Yeah, so both of us got a speeding penalty. Pockets actually had a great car. He was right there with Hot Rod for most of that race, right there with him until Hot Rod had a little trouble. And Pockets able to bring home the win, man. Great job. That's I think only your second win in the Cup Series besides Daytona. And Indy, this it's not an easy track to win a race at. So awesome job, man. Great job. Congratulations.
I appreciate y'all, and here's the thing about it. Going to a track like Indy, and this is why this win meant so much to me, and it meant maybe more to me than any other race all season long. Because when I got in the car at Indy, I just was there to run the race. It's on the schedule. I got to get out there and do the best that I can do, like we do every week. We give it our all. We do the best that we can do. And I was proud that that's our American Truck Syndicate Chrome Horn Cattle Company car, our sponsor for this race, while our regular sponsor, DrunkenCowJerky.com, is on a hiatus. We decided to represent another thing that Larry and I love to do, and that's the American Truck Syndicate page and what we do over there with American Truck Simulator. I had no idea that I even had a shot to win that race. And the only reason I did win that race is because 3 people had bad luck or had things happen. But just like I always say, luck is a huge factor. I did not make any mistakes. And that's what led to me winning that race because I just took it easy. You have to conserve the tires there. There was some strategy right in the middle of that race, as y'all well know, about fuel and tires and making it all the way on a fuel run on the tires. And we were having green flag stops. In Texan, when you got that black flag, I was holding my breath because I knew if that caution come out, that was going to be it for me. But I remember saying, as soon as you got that black flag, I said, am I really fixing to win Indy? Reached up, knocked on my wooden desk, and just held my breath for 17 laps and pulled it off. I was very fortunate. So that's why that race meant the world to me, because I didn't think I had a snowball's chance in Hades to win that race, but I won Indy.
And what really helped you out was as you were knocking on your desk, I got my freaking black flag on pit road.
Like I said, there was a lot of things. There was a lot of misfortune of others that led to my fortune. So, but you got to take those. I mean, that right there is the epitome of racing. That's how it goes. That's why you don't ever give up and you try to compete every single lap, because every single lap matters. And it's those laps in the middle that I tried real hard to conserve tires and play the strategy and not get a black flag and be careful is what won that race.
And that's and me and you were kind of on the same schedule, tires and same fuel. We were kind of racing each other the whole race, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, I was just kind of mad I got the black flag. It would have been interesting in the end there between me and you.
It was, but I'm very proud of that win because
I'm
most
glad,
people know
I'm glad to see you got it off the fuel strategy that we were both on. Yep.
You know, and the fuel strategy was the first run. My tire. I told some people after the race I was very fortunate that my tire went down when I was on the backside of the track headed towards pit road, because had it happened on the other side of the start finish line, I don't think you can make it all the way around there on a tire that's going down.
I did. I made it all the way around with a flat tire.
I think Chad got caught on the other side and he didn't make it, and I think that was part of what led to him being off sequence and in a little trouble there at the end, because I had fresher tires than he did and I was able to save them. The second run I made it with, I had 2 laps of fuel left, and I pitted again. I was fortunate enough to be on the right side of the track to be able to have pit road coming up. That's just the luck I'm talking about. I could have lost that tire or lost the pressure of that tire anywhere on the track. It's just where it happened. It just played into my favor both times.
Yeah, mine went red and popped coming out of 4. I couldn't even get into pit road the first time, so I had to go all the way around. I just stabbed the brake, took the corners, had to slow down a little bit, but I made it back around.
Yeah,
and you got that little warning. You got that little warning that it's about to pop, and that's when you know you don't have very much time. And I don't think you can make it around that track on a tire that's about to pop, just because of the surface of that track so rough, and those corners. You know, hell, there's 4 corners. There's 4 corners in each corner. Is how I mean there is. You know, so. Or at least 2. I look at them like there's damn near 4 corners in each corner, and there's 2 corners. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, 8 turns instead of 4.
8 turns instead of 4. Yes.
Yeah, so, Indy's one of those
we were
tracks
very fortunate
where if you get that, once you get that warning, once it goes red and your spotter tells you got a little bit of tire rub, you got to get in there right away because you don't have much time and it's going to blow.
Well, I did want to bring up something that I thought about after the race. Texan, how many races have you won in this segment? That was the last race of this segment, right?
7, I
That's
believe.
right.
I believe it was 7.
You won 7 of 10,
13.
7 of 13, and you were on your way to winning 8 of 13.
8. He got 8.
And
8 out of 13.
okay, so he was on his way to winning 9 of 13 races in the last segment, and I thought to myself, you don't think Texan threw that because he was. Some people were pointing out how many races he had won in that segment, and he's seen pockets out there that probably could really use a win. Surely he wouldn't do anything like that, but it is very unlike you to get a black flag on the last top off fuel run. But
I hit 56. I think I might even hit 57 just for a second. You know, you
did-
look down, going down pit road. You can't look away. You got to have your eyes on that speed the whole time. And, you know, you look away and that's all it takes is just a second. You're at 56, 57 and bam, they got you. And yeah, that's what happened.
it happens, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It definitely does.
I got mine coming out. That's it. I got excited because I had a good stop, and I'm thinking, man, I got this. I got this. Oh man, I got this, and I start coming out. I was too confident.
Well, let's go over and take a look at our race results from Thursday night's Indy race in the Cup Series.
Hang on, because I had it, and then I got off it.
That's what she said.
Yeah, right. Good win, Pockets. Mayhem second. Texan third. Bandit fourth. And Randy C. Rounds out the top 5.
Randy C with the top 5 finish at Indy. Great job, Randy. I know you're out there watching. Looks like I did lead the most laps, 37. Pockets, you led 15 of those laps. Mayhem led 10 of them. Bandit led a lap also during that race. Great job, Bandit. Bandit with a top 5, pulling off a 4th place finish at Indy. So one of the rookie drivers, one of the new drivers, still getting used to this sim, still getting used to this game, and pulls off a top 5, 4th place finish. Stayed on the lead lap at Indianapolis. Man, that's a great job right there by Bandit and Randy C.
Good job, Randy. Mayhem Texan. Everybody else, Bandit. Francis Dittman, my friend. I like Francis. Everybody else come to that race. That was some good stuff.
I made 1 lap. That was fun.
Yeah, look down there. It says interval down by 63 laps 1. You still got 33 points out of it though. You got 1 less point than Gear did, and Gear ran 22 laps. So at least you got 1 lap in. So this was the last race of the segment 2, last race of the regular season for the Cup Series. Let's go over, take a look at our points, how they finished out here for segment 2. It was myself at the top of the board with BSR Pockets coming home in second, down by 54. Mayhem in third, down by 61. Hot Rod in fourth, down by 128. And Momo rounding out the top 5, down by 174. So these are, we do have segment bonus points as well as full season bonus points. So these are going to be your top 5 finishers for segment 2, bonus point grabbers for segment 2. I do have all the bonus points finished up and rounded out, including the attendance points for how many races you made. As we know, if you made at least 7 of these races, you got 13 bonus points as though you showed up to all of them. So if you made a little over half, you got 13. If you made less than 7, if you made 6, you got 6 bonus points. If you made 5, you got 5 bonus points, and so on. So let's go over and take a look at how we stand moving into the chase at Vegas this coming up Thursday. There's your segment 2, top 5. Myself, Pockets, Mayhem, Hot Rod, and Momo all grabbing some bonus points toward the chase. And the full season top 5, basically you got your same 5 drivers there. 4th and 5th swapped around with Momo coming in 4th, Hot Rod coming in 5th. Again, same drivers grabbing just a few more bonus points toward their chase. So as it stands right now, I do hold the lead in bonus points going into the chase with a total of 42 bonus points. If you go up to the next, I want to say it's Momo. Yeah, Momo currently in second place with 37 bonus points. So that puts Momo going into the chase only 5 points off the lead. With 10 races in the chase, that's not far off the lead at all. 5 points is, you can make that up in one race easily. Pockets is right there with 33 bonus points. Mayhem actually going to be in third. Mayhem currently with 34 bonus points. Mayhem only 8 points off the lead. Pockets only 9 points off the lead. Hot Rod, you're in there at 28 bonus points. So that puts you at what, 12 points back with 10 races to go. So it's going to be a pretty close up there between the top 4 or 5 drivers as we head into the chase. Some of the newer drivers who have recently started racing with us are also going to have some bonus points. You're going to be back a little ways, but you still got some bonus points for your attendance in this last segment. Bandits picked up 2 bonus points. Chris Chaos also picked up 2 bonus points. Gear picked up 4 bonus points. Eddie D has picked up 5, made it to 5 of these races. So, even the new guys are eligible for the chase and for the championship. It's not being here in segment 1 and only about half or a little less than half of segment 2 kind of puts you at a bit of a disadvantage, but you're still in there and you still got some bonus points. So when we finish up Vegas tomorrow night, all of these bonus points will be added to your points from that race, and we'll have our standings after race number 1 in the chase. It's been a long season. What do we have? 26 races in the regular season, but it's gone by quick. I can't believe that we're already in the chase in the Cup Series, a few races into the Xfinity Series, and over halfway through the chase in the Truck Series. So it's been a great season so far, and we're going to be finishing it off all the way through Homestead.
Other things can happen in 10 races. I know that. I'm just saying. Everybody's got good chances here.
The schedule finishes 1 week before Thanksgiving.
So we still got a couple of months of racing left here, and before we get into the off season and the AK Racer Memorial Series.
And the chase schedule is up, so.
Yes, and we have to remember about this Roval course that's in the chase. Any of you guys who have not got that track yet might want to take some opportunity in one of the off nights to download the Charlotte Roval track. You will have to have an updated shared folder. They're in your tracks folder. There is a shared folder. It's just labeled shared. You'll have to have an updated shared folder to be able to load that track. So that's why we say ahead of time, on one of our off nights, maybe on a Sunday night, when we're in here maybe practicing for one of the other races, we'll get people download the track, load it up, just make sure everybody is able to get in and load the track. That way we don't run into issues come race day when that Charlotte road course comes up. So we'll be doing that. And like I said, just a reminder, if you don't have it already and you haven't been in and loaded the track, know you can get in. It's a good idea to go ahead and download it. Make sure your shared folder is up to date. If not, we can get you up to date. That way you'll be able to get in once the race night comes on the Charlotte road course. So let's move over and take a look at Friday night. Friday night Xfinity Series also ran at Indianapolis. Friday night was a rough night. That was a little bit rougher. Definitely a lot more cautions than two on Friday night. Still, we had some fun.
Yes, but we did have a green flag stop on Friday night also.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And Friday night's winner was the 54 BSR Momo in that Fireball machine with that monkey devil on the side of it. I always like to, that's supposed to be a demon or a devil drinking some Fireball with his hair on fire, but that tail, just something about that emblem on the side. I like to give Momo a hard time. I hope you're still out there watching, Momo. You got that monkey devil on the side of your car. But but great job on Friday night, man. great.
I'm sorry.
Pocket's cracking me up. I can't stop laughing now.
You're the one that said monkey devil.
He's got that monkey devil, man. That's what it is.
I still can't see that damn thing correctly. It's crazy.
Even on the render, you can't see it. Tell
No,
what it's
I
like?
can't see. No, it's one of them subliminal things that I just can't. I can't. My mind won't see it.
Yeah,
I
look
don't
at
know
the
what
one that's right next to his number there. The one right in the middle of the car, because you can only see the top of the one over the back wheel. Makes it kind of hard
I
to see.
still, that doesn't make. I still can't. I just can't. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there he is. I see him out there in the chat. He's laughing his ass out. That was a great race there Friday night, Momo. Great job and congratulations on the win in the Xfinity Chase. Let's take a look at our results from Friday night's Xfinity race at Indianapolis.
Yes, great win, Momo. Pocket second, Mayhem third, Hot Rod fourth, and Texan rounds out top five.
Yeah, look at Momo there with 40 laps led. Definitely dominated that race. The next closest was Mayhem and myself both led 6 laps. Hot Rod led 5 of them.
I wish I wish I could turn the clock back, and whoever calls the last caution didn't cause the last caution, because I still think my freaking game plan would have worked in that race. That's the race. I took no tires and only a half a can on that last pit stop.
Well, everybody did a lot better job as far as staying on the lead lap there. Of course, we did have a fair amount of cautions in this one, so there were quite a few lucky dogs, I believe, that were handed out. But only 3 drivers did not finish on the lead lap. Vito 1 lap down, Eddie D and Palmion both 2 laps down. But great job by everybody in that race. And once again, congrats on the win there, Momo. Let's go take a look at the points on Friday night. This was what?
It was the first chase race.
This was the first chase race?
Yes, for Xfinity.
You sure it wasn't the second? Because I thought we already added bonus points here.
Yes, we did. I do believe you're right. It was the second. Yes, it was the second. Darlington was the first one. That's right.
So let's take a look at the points here as the Xfinity Series Chase. It is Momo in the lead. Look at Pockets, only 1 point back in second place. Momo moved up, looks like 2 spots to take over that lead. Myself, I fell back 2 spots to third, down by 3 points. Hot Rod in fourth, down by 15, and Mayhem rounding out the top 5, down by 21.
I actually made up ground. I didn't make up any on Momo. I lost some to Momo, but I did make up ground on you.
Yeah, there was a little change in the points there. Congratulations to Momo on a great win. I had no idea that I liked Indy as much as I do, but evidently I like it. I know how much I like it now, first and the second. Can't be mad about that. Even second place at that track is still, you got to walk away from that being happy, especially, Momo, he's up on that wheel, and we did get to race. We got to race quite a bit there, and it was a hell of a lot of fun.
I'm just saying that late race caution kind of played a lot into the end finish to this race because with me staying out with no tires whatsoever and what a pit stop and a half, yeah, kind of cost everybody that was behind me.
I can tell you this: with the amount of cautions we had there, that was an exact flip flop from the strategy you had to play normally. You had to be paying attention, and not very long through that race, you had to figure out that the strategy had changed from what it normally was, and you had to stay on top of your toes and make good decisions there. Momo made some great ones, and he did a good job.
So, just a little tip here to these couple of guys. You see your name maybe grayed out here. Gear, I see Gear, I see Eddie D, and Big Vito. The reason that is because your race name is different than your login name with RLM. However you log into RLM, that name is basically it's spelled different, it's arranged different. There's something different about your login name to RLM than what is on your race name. If
Yes,
you the
but if
easiest
you're going to change it,
change the
if
RLM name.
you're no, yes,
Change the
if you're
RLM
going to
name.
change it, change the RLM to match your race game name.
That's what I was going to say. Because your points are based on the name that you race with. Whatever is in your name in the game, that's what your points are going to be based on. So if you change
Player
that
name.
name, yeah, if you change that in your player name, then basically you're going to be in there. Your points are going to be scored twice, once for one name, once for the other name. If
Yeah,
you,
which
if
means
you,
more
if,
work
And then
for
it's
me
gonna,
because I'll have to fix them all.
yeah,
and then you won't have nothing that he had before.
if you just go to RLM, log in like you normally do with the car file manager where you register, and you edit your login,
Account name, username.
edit your username to make it match what your player name, your race name is. Then your name won't be grayed out in these standings. So that's the easiest way to do it. Of course, being grayed out, it doesn't make any difference. Your points are still there; they still count. Just a tip to let you know why it's grayed out right there. That's all it has to do with is the fact that your login name at RLM Arena is different from your race name. So again, don't change your race name. If you want to make it match, change your login name or your profile name on RLM. That'll take care of it.
I'll tell you, old Trace Atkins there. A lot of people don't know that's country music legend Trace Atkins, Big Vito. I'll tell you, he's pretty sharp. He figured that stuff out real quick. All you got to do is just kind of point him in the right direction. He's one of those people that kind of figures out a lot of things on his own. So that's the kind we like right there.
Look at I see Gear out there in the chat. They just don't like us. Yeah, we don't like you. That's why we got your name grayed out, Gear.
And if you need help with it or you're not sure, just get with me tomorrow before the race and I'll walk you through it and help you out.
You know, I'm just kidding, right, Gear?
And a lot of times, if you're not sure, just get with me and we'll go over what your race name is in the game, and I can actually get in the account and fix it. So
Yeah, if you go in there,
or whatever we need to do.
yeah, if you go in their account and fix it, though, they'll have to when they log
Change
into
it
Arena
in
change
their
it.
yes in their lobby
Yeah,
login name. But they'll still have to do that even if they go into the car file manager and edit it because of the auto save to the lobby.
right.
So they still have to do it anyway. So
let's move on. Take a look then at Saturday night. We finished up season 38 of the Team Series, 380 races in this series, 38 different team picks, 38 different seasons. we finished up season 38 this past Saturday night at Talladega. We ran in the trucks, and man, this was, you couldn't have got any closer. Momo, if you're still out there, I did not have a team car since I had to reinstall my game and lost all my cars. I didn't have a team car, so I ran your car. I ran the number 54 machine out there on Saturday night, and the winner was the number 65 BSR Hot Rod for the Teriyaki team, driving that American Truck Syndicate truck. BSR Hot Rod brings home the win in the last race of season 38 at Talladega. Great job. Great job, Hot Rod. Awesome win, and great job for Teriyaki.
The hobo train.
Yeah, it sure was.
Eli's house is on the move.
But I even led the most laps, Texan. I had a rocket ship all night.
Yeah, you had a great truck and you had a great race and brought home the win for that Teriyaki team. Let's take a look here at how everybody finished and what kind of points each team got in this last race of season 38. It was number 65 who brought home the victory for the Teriyaki team. 30 laps led, so led the most laps, got the bonus point for leading the most laps, bonus point for leading the lap, maximized those points, and brought home 48 points for that Teriyaki team. The number 38 finished in second place for the Beer Bacon team. As you guys know, they were 3 points behind in second going into this race. So that second place finish brought them 43 points. Pockets also did lead a lap during that race, so got a bonus point there. Fourth place was the number 126. That is Gear. That is Gear. So Gear brought home the points for the Hot team, finishing in fourth. Also led a lap. Got a bonus point there. Brought home 41 points for Hot. And look there, Momo. It's the number 54. Brought home the points for the original team, finishing in fifth place. Also led a lap, brought home 40 points. So if you look at Beer Bacon was 3 points behind original going into this race. Well, Beer Bacon scored exactly 3 points more than original. So we ended up with a tie on the last race, and we had to move over to the most wins to decide the winner. So let's go over here and take a look at our final point standings. And okay, let me close this other window. There we go. There's our standings. So you got Beer Bacon and Original tied for the lead after 10 races. So these things are always close. They always come down to the last race. I think we were talking about this on Saturday night, that this may have been the first time that there's ever been actual tie after 10 races. I mean, there have been several times where it's been 1 point, 2 points, but an actual tie. This was maybe the first time. It's the first time I can remember.
I don't remember. I don't remember there ever being another one. I think we pretty much confirmed it. Yeah, that was.
And I thought
the first time.
I thought originally that we both teams had 3 wins, and it was going to come down to second place finishes, which Beer Bacon had more second place finishes than the original team did. Then we went back and looked, and Beer Bacon only had 2 wins, and the original team had 3 wins. So instead of going to second place, we went on wins, and Original with 3 wins brings home the championship for season 38. So look at there, Momo. I think your car brought us a little bit of luck. I drove your car. I barely made it in the top 5. I had to kind of abandon Gear and Bandit there at the end of that race. There was 2 different lines. There was 3 cars on the low line, 3 cars on the high line, and I was at the back of that high line behind Bandit and Gear. And I was looking at the points, thinking about the points. I knew that if I finished in 6th place and Pockets finished in second place, that they would take that victory from us by 1 point. So I did what I had to do, and I kind of abandoned those guys there on the top line. I was really kind of wanting to push those guys ahead. I would like to have seen Gear and Bandit both get a as best finish they could in this race. But looking at the points, I knew what I had to do to at least be able to try to tie Bacon or try to get the win. And so I pulled down to that low line, and it did get me just ahead of Bandit, and it got me that fifth place finish. So driving that 54 car might have brought us just a little bit of luck. We managed to tie and bring home the championship on wins in season 38. So hats off to my teammate Momo. I know you had things going on. You weren't able to make it, but you said before the race, you texted me, said you had faith, and I did all I could, man. We brought home the championship, season 38.
Rugrat's cussing you, by the way,
Why?
because you didn't say she was the top scorer for her team.
Wait a minute. Let me go.
Or me either.
Let me go back here.
She ran Bama's car.
I led 9 laps. I did all I could do. I was running by myself.
Yep, and Eli was top scorer because he was the only guy on his team.
That's right. So we're looking at it. I got them back up. I've got the finishing back up, and Rugrat did run Bama's car, the number 0, and she finished in 7th place. Scored for the Carolina Reaper team, 37 points. And Eli in that 114, missing his teammate SS Joba, brought home the points for Ghost. Eli
He did lead 9 laps too.
Yes, he
so
did.
Yep.
And I tried my hardest to lead a lap, and Pockets and his teammate ended up staying out. And I was like, I gotta go for gas, so I couldn't stay out any longer.
Yeah, that was unintentional. We were just playing the other end of the. We knew that we needed the maximum amount of fuel, so instead of pitting the first time and the last time, we just stayed out and pitted the last time.
Yeah, them are the first 9 laps I led in a super speedway with you guys.
And
There you go. You're improving.
me and Pommy all were there at the end together, and I was like, I gotta stay on this bottom line. There's gonna be a caution here, and I knew it. So I knew if we both got in it, we were gonna be even behind more cars. So I kind of snuck down bottom. And when I seen that caution came out, I tried to stay out of trouble, and thank God I got through that because he ended up getting tangled in it.
Yeah, that comes into play a lot in these team series. We don't have a lot of cautions in these races, but when you have all 3 of your cars together in the same line, you run that risk. If there's a wreck, all 3 of you could end up with damage. So sometimes it's a wise thing to not necessarily be all in the same line or all right up next to each other if you don't have to be. Just like you said, if you're both involved or if your whole team's involved, that makes your chances that much worse. So that's a lot of strategy goes on, as we've talked about many times in this team series on Saturday night. There are a lot of different factors and a lot of different kinds of strategies you can use in this.
Oh yeah,
There's some real tight quarters going into 3 a few times on the high line towards the end there. That was tight.
We were 4 wide at one point in this race. You guys remember that? I saw
lot.
4
A
wide.
couple times.
Couple times.
But if I remember right, I called that last week on the spotter stand.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, that first time I had no choice. It was I tuck in to make it 4 wide or wreck the whole field. We held it though. We did fantastic.
And that's the thing. When you have 3 teams in the back that are just racing each other because they have nothing to do except win, they're doing everything they can to win at all costs. Well, all costs means if you give me an inch, I'm taking a mile, and I'm going 4 wide every opportunity I got.
Well, we pulled it off this last Saturday. There was no caution because of any 3 wide or 4 wide on the track. So that was a great race and a great finish to season 38. So what's going to be happening here in the upcoming weeks for the team series? We're going to be taking a week off, maybe a fun run fun runs on Saturday night, and then probably a couple of weeks before we will pick new teams.
Yes, probably. I think that's usually how we do it. We take 2 weeks off and then pick teams on the third week. So yeah, we'll probably have a couple of fun runs, or maybe take a night off, or we'll do something. If anybody wants to run something, then we'll kick it back over again for season 39.
Okay, well that's good because I know the 21st for sure. Gear is not going to be here. Absolutely won't be here.
Yeah, we usually take a couple of weeks off. That way, if somebody needs to do some things on Saturday that they, you know what I mean, go out with the family, spend some time with the family, friends, whatever. That's
I'm actually thinking about taking that Saturday night off with him and going with him.
well, that'll be good. That'll be something good for y'all to do.
So it'd probably be the week after that when we have picks.
Well, I told Gear that we'd probably take this week off, and Pockets would do the random picks that week. Is kind of what I was thinking. But that's fine if we wait till the 28th. That's better for us because then we can be there.
Right.
So.
Well, that's about all we got for you guys this week. So we appreciate everybody tuning in out there watching us live. And it's been another great week of racing. Looking forward to getting the chase started here in the Cup Series at Vegas this week. Tomorrow night we'll be on the track at Vegas in the trucks. Regular race time. Race number 6 of the truck chase. Points are close in that series as well. We got Mayhem trying to defend for Momo for the top spot in the truck series. So looking forward to that, and we will see you guys on the track tomorrow night at Vegas.
Thanks everybody for being here. Holla.
See ya.
See ya.
Later.
Later.